Hey there, my friends. This is Heidi Turner, Realtor in Eastern North Carolina. Today, I want to share with you some very important information that not everyone really knows about when it comes to buying and selling real estate. Whether you're purchasing a home to live in or an investment property, or you are considering selling your home or investment property, hiring a professional who can help you navigate the process is crucial. When you work with a true professional, he or she will provide you up front with a working with real estate agents brochure and will explain what agency relationships are. Why is this so important? Well, you need to know exactly who is working for you or who they are working for. Who is looking out after your best interest? It is very important to know when you speak to any realtor who they work for. Realtors are required to review this form with you at their first substantial contact with you. That means before they begin receiving confidential information or ask you personal questions, they need to make sure you are aware of what your rights are. This is how we protect the consumer. Do not share any confidential information with any realtor or make any kind of assumption that they are acting in your best interest until you have entered into a written agreement with the agent to represent you. If you do share personal and confidential information and choose not to hire that agent, they can share that information with others. This could potentially harm your chances of successfully negotiating a contract that you were hoping for. In this video, I will be talking to you today about buyer agency. I'll discuss the other types of agency relationships in other videos. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, I'll put links to the other explanation videos in the description below. For clarity's sake, I will use the terms buyer agent, agent, and realtor interchangeably. They all mean the same thing. So here we go. Buyer agency. When you and the agent sign an exclusive buyer agency agreement, the agent and the firm he or she works for will represent you as a buyer agent and would be loyal to you. All realtors are required to be honest to everyone, no matter of who they represent. But when you hire a buyer agent, this person is not only required to be honest, but they also now owe you a fiduciary duty and loyalty. They owe you other things too. We'll talk about that on another video. You now have hired this person to show you properties and provide you a list of comparable homes that have recently sold and show you how making adjustments to different features of those comparable homes can affect the value of the home you love. This person will fully explain the process and the documents needed to make a proper offer to purchase and eventually contract on a property. This realtor will provide important property tax and homeowners association information if applicable, provide you with assistance in finding the right mortgage lender for you if you intend on getting a loan, and will help you navigate through what a monthly payment might look like. They should also discuss what the future could look like for you if you purchase a home. There's a lot of advising that goes on behind the scenes when it comes to looking out for your future interest. So make sure that you have a professional with experience who knows what he or she is doing. Your realtor will research the home permits that have been needed to make additions to the home. They'll research the type of sewer system, and yes, this is important. Your realtor will help negotiate the very best terms of an offer for you and will ensure that all seller disclosures have been properly filled out and reviewed with you. Your buyer agent should be knowledgeable about what the local market is doing and be willing and able to provide you information about the sales performance of any neighborhood. They should be incredibly detailed when explaining the difference between due diligence fee and an earnest money deposit and what a due diligence period looks like in relation to each of those. Your buyer agent should have established relationships with other local professionals in the area who are licensed to provide inspection services and other services, and should be skilled at advising you on the importance of the numerous types of inspections you may need. Your buyer agent should show reasonable skill and knowledge of the functions within the home, but understand this: they should never, ever make any kind of representation to you about things that are outside the scope of their professional real estate broker's license. For example, if your buyer agent is not a licensed general contractor, they should never advise you that you can tear down a wall to open up the space in the home. Your agent will assist you in getting all inspections ordered and coordinate the schedule to meet certain deadlines. This part is super important, making those deadlines important. Your agent will explain the risks that you might have to assume prior to making an offer on a property. Once an offer to purchase is completely negotiated and ratified, meaning everyone has signed and initialed where they're supposed to, it now becomes a contract. Your realtor will provide all parties involved with a copy of the signed documents and begin helping you navigate your due diligence process. There are so many other steps involved here, and this is just another reason that hiring an experienced professional is so important. There will be an attorney involved, a title company, possibly a mortgage lender if you are planning on getting a mortgage loan, a loan processor, an underwriter, a loan closing department, an insurance agent, possibly a home warranty company, a home inspector, a termite inspector, a septic inspector if applicable. Multiple other types of inspections may be needed depending on the home or the property. There might be restrictive covenants that you should review prior to making an offer, or at least prior to the expiration of your due diligence period. There might be repair negotiations that need to occur in a certain amount of time, and you might require some assistance locating information about the surrounding area. There are so many other things that happen behind the scenes, but having someone who knows what they're doing will make the process so much smoother. If I explained everything there is to know about buying a home in one video, chances are it would take you a week to watch it. I'll be creating other short videos here on my channel or wherever you found this video about the different steps you may take during your home buying process. For now, just know that having a buyer agent to represent your best interests is crucial. Could you do it on your own? It's very possible if you really know what you're doing as a home buyer. In North Carolina, you're not required to have a buyer agent to purchase any kind of real estate. You could also choose to represent yourself in a courtroom, but I wouldn't advise that either. One of the biggest takeaways that I hope you get from this video today is to make sure that when you are talking to anyone who has a real estate license, before you share confidential information or any information about your motivation or ability to make a move, please make sure that they have offered to review the Working with Real Estate Agents brochure with you and explain what agency relationships look like in North Carolina. You can find a free PDF copy of the questions and answers on Working with Real Estate Agents brochure at ncrec.gov/brochures/WWREA brochure.pdf. I'm Heidi Turner, a local realtor covering all of Eastern North Carolina. You can find my bio, my phone number, email, and company information in the description below. I have served the real estate community here in Eastern North Carolina in multiple capacities since 1996, and I've been a licensed NC Realtor since 2007. If you are considering making a move and purchasing a home, I would be honored to set up a free consultation with you. Have a wonderful and blessed day.